Hello, everybody. My name is Erica, and welcome to Ginger Books. Or welcome back if you're a continuing watcher or subscriber. And also, I am sorry if I look like poop. I have been battling a cold the last 3 days, and I actually started vlogging today on Saturday. So it's only going to be about a 2-day-ish vlog. I may try to vlog into Monday morning. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. So, welcome to another life/reading vlog, where I sound like poop because of a cold. Hello and welcome. It is Saturday, like I explained, and right now I am in the car, letting it warm up a little bit, because it is actually a nice day, but it is windy, because this is the windy season of Iowa. Yay. My plans have been foiled again yet this weekend, where I wanted to go out riding with Ty, and, well, yeah, that's not happening. Because I don't ride in wind, and I'm not going to chance it because he spooks occasionally at things because of the wind. But today I figured I would just still go down and get him brushed because he rolled in his hay again. And just see him and play with him for a little bit, and then I was going to go see my parents. We will get to reading, I do promise, because I have not read it all. Oops. My life in a nutshell. Figured out I'd pop in, introduce you guys to the vlog and say hello. But we're gonna go see Ty. Hello, everybody. So it is Sunday, and I forgot to vlog all day yesterday. So, apologize for that. But it is like 10 o'clock. I actually woke up at 8:30 today. And I actually felt pretty, like, what's that word? Replenished for sleep? I don't know what word I was going with that one, but I also feel a whole much better. Now so my colds go in stages where it's like really bad congestion, sneezing, and I have like one day where it's kind of like in between, and then it moves straight into coughing. So now all I am is coughing, so that means I'm getting over my cold. Today it is very windy, as you cannot tell how wind blown my hair is in Iowa, because we are the weather is switching from the north to out of the south. So it's going to warm up, and it's blowing in storm systems. So, that we're going to have at the beginning of this week. Guess who's going to stay inside? I've already visited Ty. I usually try to do that on the weekends. We usually don't do anything like Sundays and Mondays anyways. I just try to go to visit him, but I saw this thing on TikTok that this lady has a white horse that really loves toys, and so she's been getting different types of toys, and she got him a hog toy that grunts. And the horse obviously had a reaction because it spooked him. I'm guessing his toys don't usually talk to him. And so I decided to do that with Ty and Sid, and they were fine as long as it was like in front of them, but anytime it got right beside them, they had a problem. So it was very comical. I mean, they'll never probably have to deal with the toy, and I'm pretty sure if I sat there long enough, they probably would have gotten used to it. So it was only like a knee-jerk reaction. It's comical, and it's a fun way to desensitize them. Get a few laughs out of them. But today I'm probably just going to stay inside. I didn't really do much besides go and visit my parents and also go visit Ty yesterday. And today, I'm not going to really do much. I kind of want to just watch, to be honest, I kind of just want to watch rom-coms on Netflix movies. Rom-com movies, on Netflix. We do have to get to reading, and I do feel like reading. So, let's get to it. So I just got to chapter 11, and I have to stop because I have to kind of compose myself because, of course, I'm reading Lord of Shadow by Cassandra Clare, so it's the second book in the Dark Artifices series, and currently Emma, Julian, Mark, and Christina are in the Sealy court, and they had just trial by duel, pretty much, and Emma quickly disarmed the person who she thought was a fairy knight, took the helmet off, and you're supposed to pretty much kill him, take the helmet off and kill them, and it's her father. I have to compose myself for a minute there because now Emma has to pretty much make a choice. Either kill him and save somebody, or... oh boy. So I'm gonna have to compose myself before I continue reading anymore. So I think this is a perfect time to go get some lunch and ponder what's gonna happen. Okay, so obviously I've continued reading because now I am piqued interest right now with all of the drama that's going on with the Sealy Court Queen pretty much making a bargain and now siding with Shadowhunters, changing alliances, what the heck, but the other Blackthorn children who stayed behind with their tutor Diana escaped to the London Institute, and this is in Kit Harendel's point of view. This is, I think, the chapter that says friends long given, so it's the first chapter of the second part of the book. And he's talking about, like, things he's going to try to steal to pawn off, and, you know, there's beautiful first editions of books in an enormous library. Most of them have inscribed in some idiot named Will H. I mean, anybody who's read The Infernal Devices knows these are wonderful Easter eggs, but the person who is in charge of this is a person named Evelyn Highsmith, and they were just gathered for dinner, and Kit muttered under the breath because Ty is wondering if they've heard from the Clave, or if Diana has talked to the Clave, because they haven't heard word from them, or Alec and Magnus. And he's just like, aren't they very useful? Kit muttered under his breath. He didn't think anybody heard him, but Evelyn burst out laughing. Oh, Jessamine, she said to no one. Come now, this isn't a good taste at all. He describes saying that she wears 1940s-style dresses, and she appears to talk to nobody in particular. So, this is kind of fascinating. Either she's mad, or she's actually talking to dead people. One of the two. But these little Easter eggs are quite beautiful. Anyways, I'm gonna keep reading. Okay, not even a page later. Hold on, let me pause the TV show. So not even a page later on 301, it's confirmed that Jessamine is there in ghost form because Tavi can see her. And if I remember right, Jessamine is a Lightwood, or she's a Blackthorn, actually. I don't remember. I'll have to really look that up in the books, but... interesting. Poking in not even, like, 3 pages later. I forgot, like, later in the first part of the book that Gwen from the Wild Hunt likes Diana, so now since he's in front of Diana again, he quoted Shakespeare, and she's just like, I thought at least it would have been a Midsummer Night's Dream. Fairies can't stand a Midsummer Night's Dream, muttered Kieran. He gets everything wrong. Gwen's lips twitched at the corners. Speaking of dreams, he said, you have been in mine often. Diana looks stunned. That's funny. Oh, that's good. But anyways, I'll continue reading now. Okay, so I've gotten to page 322, and I'm kind of curious. We're in Christina's point of view, and she's in one of the many rooms in the London Institute, and on the old English bed, when she goes to look at her arm, why her arm kind of feels weird, on the heavy oak furniture, someone had scrawled the initials JB plus LH into the paint by the wood. I'm wondering if we find out whose initials those are in the Last Hour series, because those initials don't sound familiar in the Infernal Devices. Interesting. Anybody who has read The Last Hours, please don't put it in the comments, because I have not read it yet, because I'm trying to read these books and then read the Last Hours series, so I might have to mark this page for later. But anyways, I'll keep reading. Okay, so I've gotten to page 330, and I forgot her last name is Jessamine Lovelace, but the whole conversation, and sorry if you can hear my boyfriend in the background, I'm in the living room and his office is right off the living room. But I forgot that Herondales can see ghosts. It's one of their kind of specialties, but also all the stuff that kind of happened, it kind of came rushing back to me that, you know, she explains when she was talking to Kid about how not everybody comes back as a spirit, they pass on peacefully. Well, a lot of people, like her, linger because they have unfinished business or feel like they owe somebody. And everything that happened to Jasmine Lovelace and what happened in the Infernal Devices, that's why she's still lingering. Because she still feels like she owes the people she's wronged and now protects the London Institute. And it's kind of sad because I absolutely hated her because of what happened in the Infernal Devices, but now I kind of feel really bad for her, and it gives her character new light that in, like, even in death, she's trying to atone for what she did. And if you have not seen the Infernal Devices, have not read the Infernal Devices, sorry. Definitely read it and you'll understand why I'm saying this. Wow. Wow. And I guess she was the one that protected the London Institute during the Dark Wars. I thought it was Tessa, but actually it was her. That's kind of cool. So, which explains a lot, because with Tessa being a warlock, she wouldn't be able to intervene because of a lot of the knowledge she knows, because she could be changing, like, time, but dang. This book kind of has me a little screwed up. Wow. So, I don't know if I'll keep reading. If I do, I'll pop back in. If not, I will check in later. Alright, so it's practically 8 o'clock, and I have definitely made a lot more progress. So I'm about 100 pages later from when I checked in. It's 442 pages. And a lot has happened. 1, Livy, the third oldest Blackthorn child, almost dies. Because of an encounter at the Shadow Market. Alec and Magnus are now in the scene, which is pretty freaking neat, because I was wondering when they were going to come into play, or when the original, like, characters from the Mortal Instruments were going to come into play. They have 2 little children they adopted, and that's adorable. Adorable. My heart for Malik is, like, screaming in pure joy. But right now, somehow Magnus got Evelyn to leave, and so Alec is temporarily in charge of the London Institute, which is kind of neat and cool. But now they're pretty much involved, which I already figured if they involved the 2 best people would probably be Magnus and Alec, and then of course maybe later on Jason Clary. But right now they're kind of on their own thing, doing their own whatever. But that's kind of neat. However, I sense some foreshadowing, because I have realized that a common theme in Cassandra Clare's writing is that a character dies. A side character dies, usually. I have a feeling Livy's near-death experience, I have a feeling she's gonna die. And I'm not prepared, because I've grown to actually like Livy. She's a very strong-headed character, and she's, like, admitted that she wants to be just like her brother and run an institute. If she dies, guys, I can't take it. Especially how Ty or Tiberius would feel about that. Especially since he is on the spectrum, and it's like, oh boy. Oh, I'm crying already thinking about it, and who knows if it's gonna happen. But I am really enjoying this so far. It felt like book was slow in part 1 until it started building up more towards the end of part 1 into part 2. I'm liking how, in a way, Julian and Emma are kind of getting back to normal, but there is still definitely huge feelings behind it, and I'm wondering when Julian's gonna drop saying that, hey, I know how to break the parabatai bond. But it also makes me wonder if the Queen even said anything about the parabatai bond, because it ended on like a chapter or going to the next viewpoint. I can't remember. So it makes me wonder when that's gonna come into play. But a lot of foreshadowing happening that I'm just like panicking over, but it's a good panic. And Cassandra Clare, besides Sarah J. Maas, is the only other person that can make me panic like this, but in a good way. And like second guess everything. Cassandra Clare is just such a great writer. Such a great writer. And I cannot wait to start reading the Last Hour series too. So her writing just gets better. Better with time. I'm also enjoying the Easter eggs that they've been putting in here. And we've also met Annabelle for the second time, who I think was alive before Jason Tessa's time. So it sounds like it was a blackthorn in the early 1800s, like 1812. So that's kind of interesting, and how that's going to maybe play in to maybe what's happening in the Last Hour series. I don't know how these are going to connect. She's a mastermind in connecting these books somehow. So it's wonderful to hear. And if I ever have to reread these books, I'm probably going to stick to timeline order the way she suggests reading them. So, but anyways, I think I'm going to keep reading, and hopefully I have an update later on. If not, if I don't update, hopefully I'll update tomorrow, because I think I might bleed this into tomorrow morning. So, but I'm on a roll with this book, and it won't surprise me if I try to finish it tonight, if not tomorrow. Okay, everybody, back for an update. It's now 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm on 611. I'm so frustrated. Obviously, a lot has happened again. And Julian and Emma pretty much now have come clean to each other about the parabatai curse and everything like that. But Julian also did his own research with Magnus, who said that the only way that they probably could be together, or at least deaden the curse that they have set in motion with the parabatai bond, is to have one of them be exiled and be separated, because the exile ceremony would cause it to deaden their powers, because it takes some of their magic away, which would detonate and Magnus has volunteered to help. However, I'm sitting here like, has anybody just asked Clary? Like, she literally has more angel blood in her, which causes her to call upon and make ruins that are more ancient than what's in the Grey Book. Has anybody ever just asked her for help? You can sense my frustration, and let me know down in the comments below if you've also sensed this frustration. Obviously I have one more book to go, but I think I'm going to try to get to the next chapter, and I'll probably finish this tomorrow. So I'm going to bid you farewell until tomorrow. Good morning, everybody. It is Monday. I think we're at the last few chapters of Lords of Shadow, and it definitely has picked up. It definitely now has snared me in to the point where I don't even want to work today. I just want to finish the book. That's bad. However, Mondays are usually an easy day for me, so I get work done pretty fast on Mondays, just because I know my attention span is not there. It's a little bit better when I'm at the office, because I have nothing else to do but work, but it's definitely interesting and kind of going a direction that I like. With Cassandra Clare's writing, I feel like there's foreshadowing if you pay attention of like things that are going to happen. She doesn't usually go away from her tropes, but she does kind of try to twist them a little bit, so they're still a little, exciting. And and then definitely in this series, since this was, I think, the second series she wrote, because I don't remember if she completed this trilogy or she was writing this and then she also was writing the Infernal Devices while writing this series. I can't remember. I would have to look at publication dates, but she definitely falls on the same tropes, but she tries to give them twists so they keep being entertained. Like the one whole thing, I know somebody's gonna die. For a fact, now I don't know if it's gonna be Drew or Livy who's going to die. I feel like there is going to be a side character that obviously, like she did in the Mortal Instruments, that's going to literally twist the knife for some characters and kind of give them character development. And she did it in the Infernal Devices, she did it in the Mortal Instruments, so I do apologize that I kind of just gave a little bit of a spoiler. But, you're still not ready for it. You're still not ready for it because you start falling in love with the characters, but then you have to start thinking in the back of your mind, like, why are they getting so much airtime compared to the main characters? And it's like, oh my god, is something gonna happen? Something gonna happen? I mean, minus Max and the Mortal Instruments, but Cassandra Clare has a habit of just ripping your heart out, throwing it on the ground, but then she's just like, but hold on, I'll put it back in for you, just hold on. And it's like, but it hurts. But it hurts, Cassie, it hurts. Waiting for that. Right now, currently, I am just finishing up breakfast. I'm going to try to see if I can get a schedule plan for work that will lead up until opening day of the museum. Excuse me, my sinuses are acting up a little bit because the weather's changing here in Iowa. I promise this is actually not from my cold. I do have seasonal allergies. Wow, I can't speak right now. Work on some things for work, and then we will get to reading. I'm not ready for this ending. So I am finished with Lords of Shadows. And oh my god, so much happened. There was actually 2 deaths at the end. So that whole meeting did not go as planned because they were having a council meeting and Annabelle, pretty much having a PTSD moment, killed Robert Lightwood. And then in a feral rage, killed Livy. Oh damn. I'm probably gonna go ahead and start Queen of Air and Darkness because I want to see how this plays out. Because, holy crap. My thoughts right now from reading Lords of Shadows is that it definitely is like a second novel in Cassandra Clare, or like book 3 and 4, maybe 5, put into one, and oh my word. I love it. I always like Cassandra Clare's writing because she mixes like tropes into this like very dramatic, drama-filled plot. I can't say it enough. It just leaves you like, oh my gosh, you like almost have to take a break for like 10 minutes sometimes because you have to process all that what has happened. And I really like writers that do that. So because it makes you really think. And like I said before, and it's, oh boy, it's just like the drama from like the Mortal Instruments series. Drop it in here, but let's like simmer it a little bit more and then crank up the heat. And it's like, oh, how? And it's like making me feel like, how is she gonna wrap this up? How is she gonna make it kind of like a happy ending? Because, oh, wow. 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 I don't want to give too much away because I'm trying to kind of keep this as spoiler free as possible, but yikes. Yikes in a good way. Thank you so much for watching this reading/life weekend vlog. If you liked what you saw, please hit that subscribe button and that bell notification. I do post every Wednesdays and Saturdays. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.